Well, hello, welcome to the Conquer Sports Pros Class of 2023 review. Our first player for Conquer is Devin Boyd, senior out of Woodlawn High School. We've been working with Dev for years, very explosive. Interesting thing about Dev has a 4.0 plus GPA. We look at seeing him at one of those Ivy League schools. Just explosive, plays with low leverage, plays defensive end for Woodlawn as well, coached by my old teammate Marcus Randall. Now here's Joey August. Joey plays for Lusher. Big time year. I think Joey is knocking on double-digit sacks. That's us training this past off season. Joey's another one, plays with low center of gravity. Joey's about 280 right now. Just has a niche for the ball, knows how to rush to the upfield shoulder, the quarterback. That's us this off season, just working on his get off. Just Joey's one of those players, again, constantly in the backfield for Lusher. Just has a niche for the ball, and again, he qualifies as well. Here's my main man, hot boy Ronald Allen out of Archbishop Shaw, playing for my old coach, Hank Tierney, right now. Ronald is very rangy, right? He's about 6'3", long arms, plays with good leverage, been in our program for a couple of years. For Archbishop Shaw, he leads the interior line with tackles. Very crafty with his hand movements as well, as you see him there training with us this past off season. He's ready to roll. Ronald could plug and play on the next level right now. Strong for a youngster, continue to develop. Not a big talker, but he talks with his pads, as you can see. Here's my main man, Mark Dix II out of De La Salle, quarterback for De La Salle. This was Mark's first full year getting a lot of action for De La Salle. Nice arm, has the size for, I would say, a Division II level. Mark's one of those kids that, again, has a lot of upside in regards to his arm strength, and he would definitely be one of those kids that could develop. A couple areas of his game he worked on this year. He improved just being under pressure, rushing, being on a lot of rushes. But Mark's a kid, class of 23. He's ready to roll as well. Again, one of those quarterbacks who's willing to learn, and I think a coach would really love Mark because he's one of those kids that, again, just constantly adjusts and works a lot in the offseason. Worked with Ryan Perilou this past offseason as well, SEC All-American. Now here's my main man, Harold Lawson. Harold Lawson plays for Old Catholic High out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Harold has been in our program since an 8th grader, playing everything from defensive end to middle linebacker to will linebacker. Does an exceptional job for Catholic High, a 3-year starter. Just a smart linebacker. Harold's another one that excels in the classroom. He has over a 3.5 GPA. Has the size, put on about 15 pounds of muscle this offseason, is knocking on right at about 220. Played last season about 208, 205. Has a nose for the ball, communicates well in their second level. On one of the top teams in the state. They'll probably be at the car and Catholic High, one of the main schools in the state of Louisiana, rolling out. Here's my man, Matthew Burnside, another Hank Tierney product. Matthew Burnside has been with Conquer Sports for some years. He's just one of those kids constantly running to the ball. Matt played linebacker for Shaw, played DN last year for Shaw. I call him Little Gorilla. Plays with good hand, good technique, really always willing to learn, like I was talking about with Mark Dix earlier. There's my man, Cam Davis. Cam Davis out of Jackson, Louisiana, plays for East Feliciana. Cam's one of those players, you could put him as your hybrid. He plays defensive end. You could put him in a 2-point stance, 3-point stand as well. That's us working out Elite Football Academy, just working on some of his chop rip moves. Just has not only a nose for the ball, but he has the motor to keep going. Plays with a really good motor. As you see him just reading out at the defensive end position, closing down on the quarterback, trying to do an RPO on him. Cam's one of those players, he can play at an FCS school. If it's a lucky Division I school to get a guy, Division II school to get a guy like this, but he's definitely an FCS product for sure. Here's my main man, Evan Stevens, and like Devin Boyd, he has like a 4.2 or something like that GPA, did exceptionally well on the ACT. We had him do a lot of fullback work this offseason, along with doing some work on the offensive line. It's his second year starting for Archbishop Rummel, another top team here in Louisiana. Really good at the pass pro, plays aggressive. Ev's another one, put on some weight this offseason with us. I want to say he put on about 21 pounds of just pure muscle. He's getting much stronger. Puts me in the mindset of one of our players we trained a few years back at Catholic High. He's now at University of Rice, Brian Hibbert. Puts me in his mindset. Just a smart kid. Had to play offensive line for the Raiders, but I think he's someone that's going to play fullback or sniffer on the next level. Puts me in that mindset of like a Zach Line from the Saints. Again, Ev qualifies. He's going to take the ACT again. He puts me in the mindset of those Ivy League schools as well, similar to Boyd. Rummel, they demand a lot of run-pass option as well. They'll go down with the deep ball, and Ev has just always been one of those kids that's just constantly in the weight room with us. Here's my man Anthony Morris out of McKinley High out in Baton Rouge. Anthony's more of a Division III NAIA player in terms of getting ready to go. This is his first year starting for McKinley, but plays with low leverage, very strong at the top as well. There's my man Marquise Baptiste, baby, out of Madison Prep in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Marquise, similar to Cam, plays on the defensive end as well. You could put him at your hybrid. He could play at the safety. He could play at linebacker. Remind me of a kid we had in our program a few years back, Leland Jones. There he is in a two-point stance, playing at the defensive end, just reading the dive and just taking it out. Another good team here in Louisiana. Has some really productive players. That's him just kind of going through the bag drills with us at Elite Football Academy. They'll put him at the end. They'll put him at linebacker. He's one of those players you can plug and play. Here's my man Alex Ross out of Riverside, out of LaPlace, Louisiana. Right now, his running back is one of the lead rushers in Louisiana, the lead rusher in Louisiana, and here's one of the big reasons. Alex is a guy who plays basketball. He plays a bit of defense as well. Very good feet. That's why Riverside decided to move him to the actual offensive guard position. Here's my man Kobe Coleman, big dog, big as a gorilla, number 99 for the De La Salle Cavaliers. Kobe is someone's a first-year starter. He was at Archbishop Shaw, transferred. Plays with good hands, plays with good leverage. There's a snatch pull in the backfield right now. Wearing my favorite number. I wore that number in high school and college, 99. Kobe's someone, again, I think a Division I school will want to look at him because of his size. He's 6'2", right at about 315 pounds. He held 346 on his frame last year, wanted to lose weight to play a bit quicker. And that he did for the Cavaliers as they're undefeated this year, one of the top teams in the state. Here's Kobe at the 3-tech, playing with good hands, splitting that double team, making a tackle in the backfield. Kobe, again, is another kid who would play nose on the next level, I think. 1-tech, or you can move him to 3 because he has experience at that as well. Like Mark Dix could continue to develop his game as well as he continues to get better. Well, that does it. There's the Conquer Sports Class of 2023 review. If you want to check out more from these players, make sure y'all go to our YouTube channel, Conquer Sports Pros. You can subscribe. The information is right here below on the page. And we'll have much more highlights coming your way. Again, these players are eligible. They're ready to roll. For our colleges out there who's looking for productive players, or players that they can develop, or if you're looking for some players that can plug and play, we have them right here, Class of 2023. We also have some Class of 2022 prep guys as well. We're going to do a cut-up with those guys in a few, and be on the lookout for our Class of 24 and beyond as well. Well, that does it. I'm your host, Marlon Big Faith Favorite, and guess what? You can conquer anything, baby. Hello.